Hey guys, how are you doing? Hopefully you're having a great day. Today we are out pike fishing. Just got on the water here. Just getting my rods and everything ready. And yeah, water temp is still relatively on the cooler side, so the pike should be up shallow, should be munching, and hopefully we can catch a couple of good ones today. I have a Glidebait tied on and a soft plastic tied on right now. That's what I'm going to start with, and we'll see how it goes from there. So yeah, I'm excited. I love pike fishing. It's a lot of fun, especially with big gear. So yeah, let's get into it. Yeah. So I'm eating on the Mega Live. That was so sick. Oh, so sick. There you go. First one of the morning. Let's go. The one thing I love about these big nets is I can just keep the fish in there while I get my pliers and everything. And he's just chilling. Probably a low 30 right there. There you go, guys. That's a good pike right there. Let's quickly see here. $30, 36-inch fish right there. Awesome. Just full of life and terror. I actually just recently hooked myself smallmouth fishing on Lake O. So I do not want that to happen again. So I'm really careful around hooks right now. But on the bump board, 36 inches. That's a good start to the day. That's a really good start to the day. Got her on a Glidebait right here. As you guys can see, this is my dedicated pike Glidebait. But yeah, good start to the morning right there. I gotta clean all this poop off now. Oh, it's the second one I've lost. Second one, I set the hook. I literally see him eat it. I set the hook and I pull it out. That sucks. Literally 1 for 3 right now. I don't think the GoPro saw that, but he was about like 20 feet out and just came up and munched it. Oh, missed him. That's number 3 that I pulled the hook out of. A little rusty, as you guys can see, just a little rusty. Bye-bye. Oh, kind of scared me, can't lie. That was a tiny pike, though. We're looking for much bigger than that. Can't lie, guys. It's been a rough day. I think the post-front conditions, we had a storm rolling up until this morning. I really shook these guys off, because, I mean, I'm seeing them, like, on the graph and with my eyes. That one, like, was pretty aggressive. My first one was pretty aggressive, but the other two were, like, just barely grabbed it. And I'm seeing a lot follow me, and then about 20 feet away from the boat, just slowly turn off. So, I mean, there's definitely fish here. They're just not quite in the mood. I did change my bait up to a bluegill style, just because they weren't not biting my shad style, so I switched it up a bit. But, yeah, they're not, I don't know. Like, they're really slow behind my bait. So you can see them on Mega Live. And, they just leave. They leave. It's gonna eat it. That was a big fish. He came from 15 feet. My GoPro just died, but there's a pike that lives here. I saw him this morning. He followed in my fish everything, and then he just followed a bluegill in, and so I backed off and chucked this at it. He just came all the way up to the trolling motor, following this thing in, and wouldn't eat it. That's a big fish. It's a big fish. I saw, like, it's a big fish. So I'm gonna back off. He's like sitting right off this ledge in 16 feet. And I want to try again. He's a big fish. Like, I can, like, big blob. I don't see him anymore, but he's here somewhere, so. He is here somewhere. Like, that's a big fish. And I've seen this fish 3 times already today. He followed me in again. Till next time, fishy. Got him, yes. Got him. Got to let it fall. And he came up and ate it. It's not very big. But I will take it today. Nice little guy. That was so cool. I saw him like sit behind the bait, like probably 5 feet off the bait, and he was just sitting there. So I let it sink. I gave it a twitch, and he ate it. He just ate it in front of his face. That was all. There you go, guys. Just a little one. We're not going to measure him. Probably about under 30 inches or so, 29, 30 inches, but. Makes my day a lot better, that's for sure. Alright, little guy. Thanks for playing. So finicky. I think it's just the high pressure after the storm. What can you do? Alright guys, that is a wrap for our day. We're home. Definitely not what I was expecting. The fish were very moody, as you guys saw. Only landed 2 today. Had another probably 4 or 5 on that I just pulled the hook right out of them, or they didn't eat it good enough. I just pulled the bait out of them. And then I had a bunch also that, you know, followed me to the boat. I could see them on Mega Live and they kind of just turned around. So the bite was definitely not hot. I don't know what it was, I can't tell you. Maybe it's the fact that we had that storm and it's kind of post-frontal conditions, but they were definitely not hungry today, which sucked. But yeah, I'm happy I found some. It was a little tough. There was like no grass growth at all yet, so I pretty much had to resort to my like hard structure stuff. But to tell you guys, or to show you guys how rough it was today, I put 2 hours on my engine today. 2 hours. So we're now at 8-hour break-in time, which is absolutely crazy. And I wanted to take a moment now to talk about this. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys would have seen. If you guys pay close attention on YouTube, you guys would have noticed, but I am rocking a new motor as of this year, and the black flies absolutely love it. So as you guys can see here, I went with a brand new Mercury Pro XS 115 command thrust. So that's with the bigger gear case, a little bit more torque. The black flies are absolutely horrendous. I'm going to finish the video in the garage, but yeah, absolutely loving it. Like I said, I'm on about hour 8 right now, of 10 at least for the break-in. So I haven't like driven it full out for more than 5 minutes. But a little bit of backstory. I had a 115 Opti that I bought the boat with. I ended up blowing it last fall, and that gave me, you know, over the winter to decide what I wanted to do. Then I kind of had to weigh out my options and think about what I needed out of this engine and out of this boat. I still have a couple years of school left, and I do not plan on upgrading boats in that meantime. So that's another 4 or 5 years probably until I have the budget to upgrade boats. Which was the main reason why I did not go with a rebuild. Considering the engine had a whole lot of hours, if I rebuilt a power head, it could blow again, something else could go. I just didn't want to spend more money on an engine that necessarily like wasn't even really worth it. Don't want to be in the shop for X, Y, and Z, because if you guys know Optis, sometimes they go and they keep going. So that was out the door, and I was left with 2 options: to either buy new or to buy something used. I wanted to buy something used, a couple years old, you know, 100, 200, 300 hours on it, maybe tops. And honestly, the market couldn't find anything. I was getting quoted for like a 2015 Yamaha, 2013 Pro XS. I was getting quoted close to what that was brand new. Not close, but it wasn't worth it in the end. So I ended up buying new. I ended up shopping around at a couple marinas. I ended up going with St. Onge Recreation in Barrie. Number 1, competitive price. It was on the lower end of all the other marinas that I was getting quotes from. And number 2, the service. One of the main reasons why I went with Mercury as well, but the service at St. Onge is absolutely amazing. Communication was great, and the turnaround time was fantastic. They got the boat in, told me it was going to be a couple of days, which I totally understand. I think it was 3 days or so, my boat was done. So yeah, huge shout out to Daryl and Joe over at St. Onge. I really appreciate it. If you guys are looking for anything, check them out. I highly recommend. And of course, last but not least, why I went with Merc again. I was debating Yamaha, I really was, but I don't know, man. Once you go Merc, you don't go back. I like the fact that pretty much anyone can service them. You know, I have called Mercury tech support numerous times with my Optimax, and they were fantastic. And you know, that customer service with Mercury is one of the main reasons why I decided to go with Mercury once again. I know if I have a problem, I can call them up and they'll help me out. So far, I absolutely love it. I'm really happy with the decision I made, really happy with the engine I chose, and overall, like, performance just kind of blows me away. When I first, it's a really, really quiet engine. When I first started it, I actually had to check if the water was pissing out or not, because I wasn't sure if it was on, but really, really quiet engine. I mean, like I said, I only have 8 hours on it, so I can't say too much, but my boat feels totally different. Of course, I'm also running a different prop, but the boat feels totally different. I'm happy I went with a command thrust as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna get out of here before I get absolutely eaten alive, and I'll see you guys in the next one.